So, friends, made a little bit of an oopsie here, and we recorded basically the entire episode without recording our audio. So, this episode's gonna sound a little bad, for the most part.
It's Otaku time!
Hey! What's going on, friends? Welcome back to Otaku Time, the show where we talk about anime, manga, and all things otaku. I'm your host, Dom. We have our two normies, Strolly.
Hi.
And Marley.
Hi, guys.
So last week, you guys watched some Angel Beats.
Dick.
You have to experience different emotions.
No, I don't. Not ready for those emotions.
Could have fucking warned us.
That's the whole point of you getting sad with no warning.
I'm not stable enough for that.
I don't have the mental fortitude for this, damn it.
I'm still ruined.
Yeah.
Toughen up, Buttercup.
I can't.
No, it was good. It
It was
good.
really good. I loved it. Like, I fucking loved it.
Yeah.
I was so good.
So Angel Beats was the first original anime that you guys watched. So that means that it wasn't an adaptation. There was no manga or light novel or visual novel. It was straight from someone's brain.
Demon Slayer was like a manga before?
Yes.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Neat.
I didn't know that. What about the Studio Ghibli's?
What did Dom say?
I'm just curious.
Well, those are movies.
Those were different. Okay. No, that's
They're
fine.
usually
That's
like
fine.
adapted from something.
Okay. No, that's fine.
Like-
I just was curious. Yeah.
Like Howl's Moving Castle is a novel,
Oh, okay. Okay.
Kanye was the Little Mermaid.
kind of.
Follow the same story beats.
Fair. Okay. All right. Touche. That's dope.
I have one question.
Mm-hmm.
Did you cry?
Yeah.
Twice.
3 times.
Maybe 3 times.
Yeah.
3 to 4 times.
That
Because I
was.
stopped myself from crying.
That was
I didn't
that
cry.
was that was sad. But it was like a good sad. Like I was like, that's so sweet.
It was very sweet.
Yeah.
It felt like I cried. I was
Yeah.
like, I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna do it.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna.
I could
Like, it was so bad.
I could feel it, and like I was just like in my room, and I was like, yeah, let's just let it happen. I was like, I hope my brother doesn't come in and just see me tearing up.
Yui destroyed me.
Yeah.
From the beginning of the episode when he was like, we should go after her first. And I'm like, no.
Yeah, see, like I wasn't emotional at that point because I was like, yes, this is beneficial. Like this isn't like something like I didn't realize how heart-wrenching it would be, I guess. And then like when Yui happened, I was like, oh man, that's cute. Like I really liked that. That was nice.
Cried like a bitch.
Yeah.
Like, I was like
And then-
pouring down. I had to get a tissue.
And then when the band like goes up to what's his last name or what's his name?
Otonashi.
Yes, when they go up to Otonashi's, like they knock on the
The band and the
principal's-
rest
yeah.
of the battlefront.
and then everyone is just standing behind him, and he's just like, they're like, we're ready, and I was like, that's deep, and then they just disappeared, and I was like, oh, it's happening.
I teared up. I didn't cry, but I definitely teared up when that happened.
Yeah, no, what got me was the graduation ceremony, and then everyone just one by one, it was just like dominoes, and then
Yeah.
Kanade just was like, I can't say it. If I say it, I'll disappear. And she's like, say it back. And he was like, I can't. I was like,
So weirdly enough, I didn't cry. I don't think I cried at that scene.
wow, we are different.
Very much so. I cried with Yui because I love. First of all, I loved her character.
Yeah.
She was so bubbly and happy, and
Yeah.
I was like, oh, I just love her so much. She's so cute.
Yeah.
And like, I was like, oh, and then they went into her backstory, and I was like, oh, that's why you are the way you.
Yeah.
Oh, and then like when like he was like, I'll marry you no matter what, and I was like, oh.
Yeah.
I was fucking bawling. Like, I was crying so hard. I didn't know I could do that.
It was a little cliched, but it was adorable.
Like, it was so great. Like, I think it's mostly because I loved her character, like, as a whole.
Mm-hmm.
Like, the comedic shit they did with her, just like her, like, she was adorable.
Yeah.
She's like,
You're
she
all
was
morons.
bratty. Yeah, exactly. She was bratty, but not too bratty. Like, it was,
Right,
like,
yeah.
she hit it perfect. Like, they had her perfect.
Yeah.
And I was
Yeah.
like,
Yeah.
3 more episodes to go.
And then and I think it really all started like for me like when all the emotions started coming in when Yuri and Kanade were just like sitting there like we could have been friends, but I didn't know, and I was like, you are doing things that I'm not ready for. And then the fucking credits when everyone one by one in the order just start going away, and then it's just him standing there, and I'm just like, just tear.
Naui, he was like, I'm not gonna cry, and he lifts up his hat, and he's just crying. I was like, me too, dude.
Right when he was like, I'm not gonna cry, I was like, he's totally gonna cry, isn't he?
And then when he was like, I would have been lost without you. I would like, thank you so much. And I was just like, I was crying, and I stopped crying, and then Hinata was up, and I was like, and he high-fived, and he was gone. I was like, I couldn't do it. I was hurt. Yuri, and oddly enough, Yuri and Kanade, I was like, oh, that's sweet. Like, y'all could have been friends. Oh, Yuri, you bitch.
We were so different.
But no, I was, because like out of everybody, like weirdly enough, Yuri, I was like the happiest for that she got to pass on.
Yeah, facts. Yeah,
you know, because that was the most like cathartic one for me, because it was just kind of like that one. That's the one that I was like all good feelings about.
Yeah.
Everyone else, I was like, oh man.
See, I had nothing. I had nothing but positive emotions. Like it was sad to see them go, but it was so happy to see them finally.
I don't know if it was negative emotions for me or just overwhelming emotions. Like I couldn't place it. I cried. I was just
all over the place.
It was because like the first half of the show was so fun. It was so funny and exciting. Like, oh, I love these characters. I love their interactions. I love I loved everything. I really did love it. Like from beginning to end. Just want to say the series was fantastic.
Oh yeah. It was really good.
The way it did the funnies, the way it looked really good, and just the way the characters played with each other until how it flipped from the funnies to the sads, and then it just made me feel everything. I was like, wow.
Yeah.
And it was potent. It was so like I legitimately cried. Like I'm not even joking. 3 or 4 times.
Yeah.
Because I loved them so much. Like I grew so attached to all of them.
Yeah.
I was like, oh, man.
I really just like shed like 1 or 2 tears. Like that was really about it. That's that's but that's crying for me. Yeah. Like that's me.
You're not a man until you're completely balled up and you got tears and snot rolling down your face.
Yeah.
That's just not.
Dude, my dog was worried about me. He came up and curled up right next to me. I was like, oh, Juju. Yeah. That dude was bad.
It's just not. I don't.
You're dead inside.
Yeah.
No, I just don't cry.
I'm not much of a crier either, but Jesus Christ, did that get me?
I disagree.
I disagree now too. I did not know that one series could get me like that, and it. Oh my God.
Yeah, that was yeah.
It was fantastic.
Yeah.
As honestly, everything we watched, that has to be one of my favorites at this point. Everything that I've seen, all the animes that I've watched, like that has to be one of my favorites because it's just so potent. Yeah. It's so good at everything.
Such an emotional roller coaster.
Yeah.
You start off with the funnies and the highs and the having a good time, and then it just plummets down into making you feel like empty inside.
It's so good that it did that too, because it like I said, I connected with the characters so much. I love them all so much, and I was enjoying it, and I'm like. Yeah. But I knew it, like the episode 3 when the leader of the band, when she like got her moment and she disappeared. I was like, fuck. Like I was like, I know what I'm heading towards, and I'm not gonna like it. But I love it so much, I can't stop.
I really like the idea that that they place where it was like everybody was so afraid to disappear, but then like ultimately that's just what they needed to do. But they just needed to do it in the way that they wanted to, I guess. Yeah. You know what I mean? It was like they had to find their piece. You know, like I thought that I liked that. Not archetype. It starts with an M. The only thing I can think of is meme and motive, and I know it's not none of those.
I thought things. Motive.
Theme? Maybe theme. Maybe that's what I was thinking about. Theme. That theme. I don't know.
You got me.
Disregard. Yeah. No, I really like that. I like that it was just like, just find yourself and find your happiness, and then
let go of regret.
Yep, exactly.
Motif.
Thank you, my man.
Yeah.
Is that accurate?
I think so.
Yeah.
Did I use that correctly?
Yeah. Motif is like another word for theme. So.
All right, my man, I did it.
Yeah.
Look, I made it.
I think again, like towards the end of the series, like it really also hit hard that these kids' lives sucked.
Yeah.
as happy and joyful, and how like they got along and they were like really like when they were eating together, and it's kind of like, oh, these kids' lives sucked.
Yep. Yuri's backstory hit me so hard. I was like, damn.
Yeah, Yuri's was fucked when
You real fucked up.
He was like, the police got there 30 minutes later. I was like, ooh.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Yeah. And then Yuri Zuzu. I don't know what I can't remember his freaking Otonashi. I'm probably gonna forget it. Dumb.
Otonashi.
Yeah.
Get it right.
Yeah. So Otonashi, his backstory when he finally got all of his memories back, and he was just like, all he wanted to do, and he fucking died like 30 seconds before the people got there. I was like, bruh, don't do him like that.
Okay, at least he signed that card.
Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that was.
It's oh my god, it was
Yeah.
so good.
Wow.
It was just so good. Like I loved it. I really did.
Yeah.
I loved every part of that, every episode. Everything hit so well.
Yep. I liked even like when they would the little like the single piano note, like when the Angel Beats thing would pop up, and it was
transition.
like the it was like ding.
I love the intro and outro too.
Ding.
I'll say that. I watched the intro again. I watched the intro so many times because I love that piano and the song. I was like, oh.
I watched it like once, so I don't remember it.
I watched the
skipped it
intro
for
and the outro so much just because I didn't want to let them go.
I watched the outro like once.
Yeah, exactly. I just wanted them so much, and it was really interesting because they would change the intro. They would change the outro a little bit depending on what had happened.
Yeah.
Actually, the intro too. They changed the intro. They changed them both up depending on like who was there or like what had happened to who and how their relationship was.
Mm.
There are little details that they put, and that's another thing that I appreciated. Like there were little details in there that I was like, oh.
Yeah.
I just loved it so much. I hate you so much. You didn't tell me it was gonna be like that.
Yeah, that was
rough.
It was a very emotional day for me.
I was destroyed, dude. I didn't get to sleep for a couple hours. I was like, I got to do something else to distract myself.
Just keep thinking of them.
Exactly. Yeah. Like I almost wanted to rewatch the first 6 episodes just so I could feel like they're still there, which is fucked up because that's like their fucking purgatory. But whatever. Yeah. Like I was like, oh, man.
Yeah, you want these souls to be tormented for their whole lives.
It's not torment. They're having a great time. That's what it's for.
They're having an okay time.
They're having a great time.
They're fighting.
They're
people.
living the youth they never got.
That's fair.
That was the reason. And I love how Otonashi was like, "You suck at your job."
Yeah.
And she was just like, "Yeah, you're right." Called her inept. I was like, yeah, well.
I love the arc that Kanade goes through because in the beginning she's their enemy and she's hunting them down, kind of self-defense.
Yeah.
And then eventually she turns into like such an emotional person at the end.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
It's like, oh my god.
Yeah, seeing that flip flop.
Fishing with them, and she was gardening, and I was like, oh.
Yeah. It's gonna be okay, Marley.
It's not. This has to live with me forever now. God, I hope I forget.
And when they were cheating on the test, that was
hilarious.
That was fucking.
That
hilarious.
was great.
Yeah.
I did love that. I think the funniest thing was when they were going into the guild. I think it was the second time, and Matsuhashi, the fifth. Matsu.
Yeah, the big guy, the judo guy.
Yeah, the judo guy, when he was like, I have an idea. And he like goes to like tackle her, and that's what they all end up doing.
Yeah, they're just and then like towards the end it was just them like, oh shit, I'll do it, and then they're just like walk up and it just like transitions immediately to
yeah, and like
they're not even laying on top of her. They're just like
hanging there, and then whoever's left, it was like, oh my god! Until it got to Naoi, and they were like, do you guys remember his name?
We're gonna say something.
Yeah, we gotta say something.
So fucked up.
Yeah.
Poor Yui at the end of that. She was still with them. They were like, oh, Angel got her, poor thing, and she just like face down into like the steel beam that she like smacked into.
Yeah.
Where's Yui? Oh, I thought I heard a scream.
I heard a small scream. Angel must have got her. Poor thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Fucking Yuri.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I want to rewatch it.
But then you'll just end up sad again.
Yeah.
That's the cycle.
I will never watch that again.
I probably will. I just need somebody to cry with.
You can miss me with that shit.
Stroll, you're up. Wear whatever shirt you don't like, because I will be crying into it.
He will.
Not because I want to cry into you. I just need something to, you know.
It's not what I expected, but okay.
I was overwhelmed. It was just pouring, dude. I died. I was like, I felt so much physical pain with Yui, and like I'm just like, all right, I guess they do have to go. Because Iwasawa was different, because it was so early on, and it's kind of like, okay, you didn't really get to know her character that much, but by the 10th episode, like, I was like, oh man,
Yeah.
you know, even like that when the glasses dude got turned to an NPC, it's kind of like I don't know his name, Takayama or something like that. I don't know, but like, I was like, oh, that sucks, you know. But Yui, man, I loved Yui.
Yeah.
She was so adorable. She was so innocent.
There's a lot of characters, and they definitely chose to focus on a select few.
Mm-hmm.
And so them disappearing, it hits extra hard. It's like, no.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah. I loved how like Otonashi and Hinata, like in the beginning, he was like, I'm so happy, I really want to be with you, and he's like, are you that way?
He's like, are you gay?
He's just, are you gay? No.
God.
And then Otonashi does it to him. He's like, you're not, I don't want you to go yet. And he was like, are you that way? And he's like, this is not the time.
High five.
No. God, man.
I'll bring that up, Tom.
It's so good. Like, I really can't stress enough how good it was. Because it takes a lot. I can't even say it takes a lot. But, like, it has to be good for me to feel that much.
Right, yeah.
Because, like, there's a bunch of, like, heartbreaking shit or, like, whatever shit. It's kind of like, all right, well, whatever. I feel for the characters, but not much. But, like, I fucking love these kids.
I've cried at, like 7, probably in total in my entire life, 7 different, like, movies or shows.
Mm-hmm.
That was one of them.
Yeah.
So like I don't usually cry at very sad moments. Especially in media.
Mm-hmm.
That one hit me. I was like, I'm gonna cry.
Yeah, I've teared up before, but I've been able to like, we're good, you know, like soldier it through. And like I did that through like half that episode, and then like I was like, nope.
Yeah.
They got into her backstory. I was like, nope. And then they started animating her and Hinata. I was like, nope. It was
Just pushing her along in the wheelchair.
Yeah.
It could have been
so
true.
adorable.
And then one of the things is kind of like, do they get reincarnated? Do they just like cease to exist? I mean, I guess because the epilogue or whatever, the last scene, you can assume they're all reincarnated, but like they're not together anymore. Yeah, you don't watch the end credits, you bitch.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Past the credits of the last episode,
I didn't think there was any more.
there was a scene of Kanade.
Oh yes, I did see that. Yeah, I did forget about that. Yeah, Otonashi was like catching, and then like right before he touches her, just
Because
like,
she was humming the song.
Yep. Yeah.
By the way, I love how she put the mabu tofu in the anthem.
It was like, did she really work hard on this? It's like,
She put her, and she starts hiding behind Yuri. I was like, oh,
Yeah.
mabu tofu. Oh man, it's so good.
Yeah.
It's so good. I cried. It was a good cry.
a question for you. So I'm assuming you watched this dubbed.
Yes.
So how did that work with TK? Because he speaks English in the Japanese version.
Weirdly, like he's kind of the same. Like he didn't speak so much as it's just like he'd hit a one line every now and then.
Yeah. Okay. So it was so in subbed it's like nothing but Japanese, and then TK would be there and he would just say his like words in English, and it was so weird.
Yeah.
So I guess like in the dubbed version, it's
not as
weird
jarring.
because it's weird because it's just like not sentences. It's just dance.
Yeah. Woo! You know, like he'd be hitting the shit, and he'd say something, be knocking on heaven's door, whatever. Like I was like, all right, dude.
Yeah. Now imagine a whole bunch of Japanese and then hearing knocking on heaven's door, like weird. And then the one thing when it was like they had to read something in English, and it was like TK actually doesn't know English.
It was at this moment that he knew. He fucked up.
You okay?
We didn't boop. So, the next show you guys are going to be watching, I am very excited to talk about because I love this show. And that show is the quintessential quintuplets.
Yay.
Do-do-do-do-do.
I'm excited. I'm excited because I know Dom's absolutely
Tell me
obsessed
now if
with
this one's sad.
Fuck!
It's not sad.
Sweet.
So, this is our first venture into the rom-com genre.
Oh, cool.
Yes.
All right, dope.
So the basic premise is we have Futaro, who is the top of his class. He's the number one student, and his family is super poor. Like, they're in a lot of debt.
Mm-hmm.
And then these rich quintuplets transfer to his school, and they are dumb as dirt and had to transfer because they almost failed their classes. So Futaro gets hired to be their tutor, and they don't want that because he's in the same grade and they think that they can do it on their own. And the series starts off by showing that one of the quintuplets is going to marry Futaro, and that's like the whole kind of premise behind that is, you know that one of them is going to have him, but you don't know which one.
Which one?
Because they're all the same.
No, they're not all the same.
Are they not?
They look the same, but they're not all the same.
That's what I meant. Sorry. Look the same. I know you take this very seriously. My apologies.
I can't wait for Strolly to be wrong.
I know, right? I'm so scared. I'm scared.
Oh, Marley saw me react earlier to someone on YouTube picking the wrong person and me freaking out on them. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I have to find that person and then I'll pick who they picked. No idea who it is, but I'm gonna find it.
Facts.
mm-hmm.
But they're identical twins.
Yes,
Okay. Or quintuplets.
yes,
Okay.
yeah. They all have the same face, but they all have little different. They have like different hair color, hair style, little accessories and stuff that differentiate them.
I was like, does one have green hair, one have purple hair, one have red hair?
Well, it's all red, orangish.
Ah, gotcha.
So it's basically like Ufotable just putting Saber's face on everyone.
Sure, but it actually makes sense. And it wasn't Ufotable, it was Type Moon. Because
Oh, right.
They
They were the ones that wrote, right?
yeah,
And the
Yeah.
Ufotable was just the animators.
Yes.
Right. My bad.
yeah.
Okay.
This
Cool.
guy.
Mhm.
This fuck guy.
Yeah.
Yo, chill. We'll talk about Yui, Mr. Crybaby. Anyway,
I miss her so much. I miss them all.
what's this on?
Crunchyroll and Funimation, I believe.
Okay,
Sweet.
not Netflix.
How much is out?
2 seasons, 12 episodes.
Each season.
Yes.
And is it ongoing?
The second season came out last season of anime, and there's going to be a movie to finish off the story.
Okay.
Okay.
When's the movie coming out? Oh, okay.
So the
Gotcha.
bulk of the story is more or less wrapped up.
Yeah.
Okay, good.
Well, the manga's not that long. It's only 14 volumes, so
Oh, sweet.
How long is a volume of manga?
usually like 200-ish pages.
Bro, no, thank you. Jesus. That's like 200 more pages than what I ever want to read.
You're stupid.
You're in the wrong show.
No, I do actually want to get into manga at some point. But I really don't. Reading is I have not been able to get into reading, so
I will say when I was younger, I had every edition of Naruto from like 1 to 32 before the Shippuden hit. I had them all collected. It was great.
Did you read them or did you just collect them?
I read them.
Okay.
I actually read it, yeah. It was great. And then I had the Shippuden until it started getting too expensive. I had like 10 of them. And I'm like, man, you just watch it. That's when I stopped reading. It's fun. It's good though. I like reading manga.
yeah.
I just don't.
Because it's all just visual stuff, right? It's
Yeah,
not.
it's like a comic book,
Yeah,
except
yeah.
you read it backwards.
Yeah.
It does get confusing sometimes, because it's not as like square like a comic book.
Yeah.
Like the action sequences, and I'm like, sometimes I will fuck up and read the wrong thing, but I'm like, what? This doesn't make. Oh wait, I'm supposed to read that first. It's cool though.
Yeah.
I'm just an idiot.
Are manga are in English, right? I'm assuming, or
Yeah,
you'd
they're
have
translated.
to
Yeah.
get English translated manga. Okay.
No, you actually have to learn Japanese to read.
Well, I mean, maybe. I don't know.
Nihongo benkyou shimasu.
Is that something
Gotta write
about
that down
going
for
to
a
Japan?
Japanese off.
No,
Okay. Damn.
told you to study Japanese.
See, I knew Japan was in there somewhere.
Very good.
I learned.
Nice.
All right, friends. That's all we got for today.
Yep.
Sorry about the audio snag.
Yeah. Sorry about that, guys.
We're gonna do better, guys.
It won't
We
happen
promise.
again for at least another 30
Probably
episodes.
won't happen again. I won't promise.
Yep.
Please comment, like, and subscribe for all of our otaku goodness.
Yeah. Please.
Do that.
And recommend some shows that you would like them to watch.
Do
Oh,
it.
yeah,
Do it.
that'd be cool.
Do it. I know it's gonna get recommended.
Don't say it. If you say something about a sleepy person or something like that, I'm gonna.
She's a sleepy princess in the demon castle.
Yes!
It's gonna be me. I'm gonna be the first comment.
You don't even watch our show, Marley.
Get called out, bitch.
Well, I guess now
He'll
I
get
have
sister
to.
to do it.
Exactly. I think she's probably already done it, but do it again.
Yeah.
All right, friends. Sayonara.
Bye.